What's going on, Internet? It is I, the Maskman. Man. Yes, it is I. I'm speaking like that now. And I'm here today for another viewer question. This is by a nameless YouTuber. I will read it and then I will answer it. Here we go. Hey, Mr. Maskman, back with another topic. And this one is about social media. I don't know if you remember what it was like before the internet, but if you do, can you compare that time to now in terms of social relationships? Has social media made people more or less social? Has it improved relationships? If so, how? If not, why not? What is your overall opinion of social media? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. And if you could, would you choose to return to a time before social media, or would you choose to see social media progress? Thanks. Okay, nameless YouTuber. I think that's what I'm gonna call you, because this is the same guy who doesn't want to, guy or gal who doesn't want to say their name. So I'm just gonna call this person nameless YouTuber whenever I get sent a question by this person. Okay, nameless. um, yes, I do actually remember a time before the internet. Now, specifically, I was born in '89, and the internet was still technically a thing. The internet has been a thing for about 30 or 40 years, but it only became popular. They got the bandwidth and they got it working at a certain speed right around the time I was 16, 15 or 16 years old. So I do remember a time before social media. Back when I was, younger and growing up, and I remember a time when you had to get people's phone numbers. Everybody, looked each other in the eye. Nobody was staring down on their phone. Um, people people were much more direct before before um before social media became the thing. Now, the internet really wasn't the beginning of this, because the internet was basically just a new medium for porn when it first came out. So people were checking out Playboy magazine online, but when they get in public, it was just a new form of entertainment. It was like television. It was like a new form of television, but not as good as television, because they didn't have the streaming capacity that they do today. But now it was really phones. When phones had the ability to have touch screens and people could be on their phone and look at social media, that's when person to person contact changed. That's when people stopped looking at other people and started staring at their phone. Now, has social media made people more or less social? I think I think social media has enabled people to have, disabilities that they otherwise wouldn't have had before. Because back before social media, if you had a problem speaking to people to some degree, not because I just did a video about introverts and extroverts, to some degree, you had to get over it, because you had to deal with people. There was no you couldn't work from home, you couldn't work on the internet, you couldn't stare at your phone and deal with people on your phone. You had to interact because it was a necessity. And so you had to adapt to a degree, or you had to find a way around um your discomfort of dealing with people. But now, because you have, cell phones and Facebook, Twitter, you can have your social awkwardness. It can be as hard in the world for you to deal with a person, and you could deal with a person with ease, or talk to people with ease from the internet, and you don't have to socialize. Now, it could be a good or a bad thing, because for me, whatever you think of me and whatever you think of my personality, had, I pretty much been this smart my entire life. Since I was 5 years old, I've been this damn smart. You know, I haven't been a 26-year-old man, but I'm just talking about however intelligent you think I could be if I was if I was reading every day and doing math problems and accounting, if I was studying shit, however smart you think I could be, I could have always been this smart, but I didn't have people around me who brought it out of me. So if the internet would have been bigger when I was younger, it may have enabled me to socialize and show my personality off and get comfortable being myself earlier, because it's helping me do that now. So it's the internet kind of helps people who have problems socializing. It can be a surrogate person, and you can interact with people in a way that you can't do in public. I think social media has harmed relationships. And now I'm not an expert. I don't see a lot of people, but I think it's harmed relationships because people were bad communicators to begin with. They had trouble communicating, and they have never learned how to be good communicators. So the fact that they never got good communication skills, and now they talk to people all the time, it talking all the time doesn't actually make you a better communicator. You have to learn communication techniques. I don't know too many myself, but you have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn when to be polite, when to be aggressive, when to speak your mind, when to let other people speak, when to listen, and how to progress the conversation over to action. As I've said somewhere in another video, I believe we're on this planet to work. We're not on this planet to sit around wasting time, jacking off, or doing whatever it is you think that people should be doing. We're here to work, and I'm not talking about going to a job and working for somebody else. We're here to do something meaningful. Now, I'm not talking about some spiritual mumbo jumbo. I'm talking about we're here to fix the problems, or we're here to entertain. We entertain ourselves or fix problems. Just randomly talking about nothing is not communication. And that's what most people have devolved into on these social media sites. But I think these social media sites can be more if you make more out of them. Take a guy that I listen to, TBA, the Black Authority. Now he uses Twitter, he uses Facebook, and he uses YouTube. But he doesn't use Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube like the average YouTuber. He has a point. He has a purpose. He has a mission. He has a statement that he's trying to make. He's trying to do something for black people. And he's using every social, and he doesn't even have a face. But he's using everything at his disposal to fit an agenda. And if you are a intelligent person, then you can use social media to fit an agenda. Now, I don't know how to use it for that purpose as of yet, but I'm figuring it out. I'm working on it. Now, I have a face, and I have a name, and I have a government name, and I'm trying to make it a career. That nigga got money. I ain't got money, so I need to make this a career. So that's the difference, and I respect him and I look up to him, even though I don't really know who he is, and he's in my city. I don't know who the nigga is, and he's in my city. So social media can be a powerful tool if you know how to work it. My opinion of social media overall is that it's good. It's a very good thing. It enables people to communicate better, faster, and it enables people who are introverted or shy or reserved to speak their mind and speak their piece and learn tools. I believe that a communicator should come in and show people how to communicate. Now, I want to be that guy. That's what I want my job to be, because I may be stuck as an introvert right now. I love using the term, I may be stuck as an introvert right now, but by using the alter ego, which is my actual ego, but the alter ego of the masked man, maybe I can combine, social media and the masked man and use it to learn enough about people that I can share how to truly and effectively communicate with each other. It's, black people primarily and everybody else by proxy. We got to learn how to communicate, how to speak meaningful talk, how to have meaningful conversation. And I think social media is an excellent tool. We weren't communicating well before social media. We were never communicating at a high level, unless you want to talk about 50s plus years ago. We've never communicated at the level that we should have. Because if we were communicating at that level, we never would have stopped. So we all have something to learn. We have some growth to do, and the use of social media, it is a valuable tool. That is all it is. If people are misusing it, they are misusing it because they are miseducated. They haven't been properly educated on how to use this technology, so they're misusing it. You know what is a technology? If you want to be technical, what's a technology? Language is a technology. What I'm doing, English, is technology. If you don't know what else is technology, a hammer is technology. It's not electronics. It's not all electronics. It's not just electronics that's a technology. Language is a technology. A hammer is a technology. Social media is a technology. If you don't know how to use it, if you don't know why to use it, then you will use it in whatever way your mind tells you to use it, or you will use it like other people use it, and other people are using it incorrectly. I'm not mad at them. I don't have a better way yet. I need help to develop a better way for people to use it. But I believe that there's a better way. In fact, I know for a fact that there is, and it will only be my failure to come up with it that prevents me from being the one who does it, who shows you. So I think that's the best answer I can give you. Would I choose to return to a time before social media? No, I would. I think we've had that time. I think we've done that. And I think now social media is valuable and we don't need to go backwards. Yeah, I would like to see social media progress, but I think people need to progress first. I think people need to progress, and people need to grow, and people need to change. But before I get out of here, my before I say my whatever I do at the end of these videos, please go out and check out Zoe Williams' latest show. Just type in Zoe What Show. He had Peter Joseph on his show. If you don't know who that guy is, he's the guy behind the Zeitgeist. So it was a very informative show. I really liked it. I got a lot out of it. One of the better shows Zoe Williams has done in a long time. They were all gushing over Peter Joseph because he's like a legend in the conspiracy theory type world. But I really enjoy it. He's not a conspiracy theorist, but he just talks about, a resource-based economy and things of that nature. he's never been the same since he lost his connection to the Venus Project. But he's a very intelligent guy, and Zoe is a very intelligent guy, and the whole panel is intelligent men. So go check it out. Zoe What Show. The latest one that they done as of 3/16/2016. Go look up that show. I believe I can find it. I can find the name of it before I get out of here. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. The video's done. I just want to give you the exact name. Post-Scarcity Society and New Civil Rights Movement, the Scientific Dumbing Down of the Masses. Go check that out. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this video. Leave it in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up with the videos that I'm producing. Rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. If you want to send me a question or you have a topic that you want me to cover, you can send me a topic at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter or find me on Facebook, you can do so at TheMrMaskman. That is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.